Hello everybody, welcome to the show. I just wanted to do a quick live video to explain what I've got going on today, what you're going to see coming up this weekend. Right after this video, I'm going to release one of two videos from last weekend when I went down to deep water fishing with Charles and we hit the strip pits, bass and crappie. But I didn't run across it. I come to the realization that bass aren't really that smart. Sometimes they want the brightest, craziest thing that is in the water. I ran into that with fishing with Matt, my cousin Matt. You guys remember Matt, right? Cusses a lot. Yeah, that's Matt. What I called the bobber. He had that bomber A, I believe it was, shallow A, that was crazy bright colored and floated on top, surface almost like a bobber, and the fish were tearing it up. Well, I went fishing down with Charles, and which he's known this for a while now because he's fished the strip pits for a while, and I think he was trying to tell me that last year, but it seemed like the colors I had were working just as good as what he had. But so I had to go shopping. You guys are wondering why? For what? Yes, you guessed it. Firetiger color. I've used it years ago, but I don't know. It seemed like, I guess, sometimes when you use a color and you fish, say I fished Jacomo and Blue Springs and the reservoir, and if I fish that same color the same way around all the areas, I kind of get the fish conditioned to that. So if I use it that season hard and caught them heavy, it's kind of like black and blue. It kind of goes away. So sometimes, like spinner baits and all that, you keep seeing about these baits that they go away and then they come back in. Well, sometimes that's just because you overfished where you fish with that bait and with that color, and you hit it hard. And like if you're a fisherman, kind of like me, you go like almost every weekend. Once you start going, you can pressure the area that you're fishing on small bodies of water to where they won't hit that at all. But within maybe a next season, a couple seasons or whatever, it's like they never saw it again. Or you go hit new water, as many of you know that same bait that works at one place works everywhere. And same reason some of these Japanese lures come across that fish never seen them before here. So the Pop Max, the Pop X, but as these stay here, same thing with the chatterbait, same thing with the Whopper Plopper. When it's new, nothing seen it, you'll get hit way more than once they become kind of accustomed to it. They just stop hitting that. They just like, no. Just like you try carrots, horrible, right? You're not gonna eat them no more. But until you've tried the carrot, you thought it tasted delicious. It's horrible. Don't let anybody fool you. No, I'm just playing. I like carrot cake. I was just talking about that with somebody. But so you kind of stay away from orange things, right? Kind of same thing. You had a grapefruit, so you don't even want to try the orange, but oranges are actually delicious. So let's jump down here, and I'm going to show you what I got. This is an unboxing. Then I'm going to jump ship. I know, I've jumped ship all over. I started out, when I got into high-end stuff, you guys probably don't even call it high-end stuff, but when the Revos first came out, the first, second gen Revos, man, I love those reels. They were awesome. I'm like, wow. Abu Garcia fan for life, right? Abu for life? No, not so much. Because then the Gen 3s come out. Horrible reels. Freaking gearbox way down there low. The reels just got that blah color scheme. Abu Garcia should be really ashamed of themselves. I guess they sold okay, but who cares? I didn't like any of them. Then comes, well, the Gen 4s. I'm not really a fan of those. They are better, but the JDM, I guess I will call them Abu Garcia. It's the little bitty one. The LTX BFA you see me fish with, the MG Extreme 2, the TRV, LV. There's a bunch of them. They're not here. You're not going to get them in the States. The ALX maybe, and the MG Extreme are the ones that you'll find here, but that size are all over on the Japanese side of it, but they didn't really bring them here. They gave us these big bulky ones. Then Abu Garcia came out with this big huge tank of a reel, I guess, the green one that's like almost 10 ounces. That's ridiculous to try to even think about making reels weigh that much. That's supposed to be a low profile reel. I have no idea why. Maybe try to balance out rods or something. So not really a fan of those, right? Well, I have been a fan of Daiwa forever, and a couple of you guys will agree with me. Daiwa still does, always has made awesome reels. They've got stuck on this TWS system. Almost every high-end reel now they make is going to have that. If you're not a fan of that, you're pretty much out as far as being a Daiwa fan. Shimano's always made good reels. I just recently bought some of those. Last year I had a few. Had a couple of the Aldebaran 50s, the newer ones. I've had a couple of the older ones, the cores and stuff over the years, but then I picked up a Metanium with the KTF spool and stuff, and man, that thing just super smooth. And the Aldebaran 50s are awesome. So I thought, well, I'll try Shimano this year. Well, Not a fan of the newer Corrados, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's that plastic worm gear, something in them. They're smooth, and I've heard the real test. You know, he'll comment that they're buttery smooth, but they're not really buttery smooth. They're like smooth, but they're not as free as a Daiwa and a few other reels. There's something there. They're not as free as my Metanium MGL, that's for sure. And then I picked up a 13 Metanium. I picked it up used. I get it. Most of my reels come used, if you didn't know that by now. Not all of them. I bought that freaking MG Extreme 2 for $500 when it first came out. Those reels were never really worth $500. You can pick them up for around $3. They're probably still worth that. But you can get the TRV, which is a little heavier, actually made out of aluminum with the audible clicker. It's only $200. That's the way to go if you like those little bitty reels and you don't and it comes with the shallower spool. And I think it casts just as well as the MG Extreme 2. So if you're looking for an awesome low profile, you don't need BFS, the Abu Garcia TRV. It's going to come with a huge long handle. I got a video out on it. I called it a fidget spinner. But I had some comments and stuff up here. I can't even read what you guys are saying. Going fishing without me, aren't you, Bonsai Guy? Well, you know, I'm not gone yet. I still got to do an unboxing and got to get loaded up. So if you want to go, you better do something. So, where was I at? You guys are confusing me here. Okay, here's what's part of this unboxing. I've decided, because I've had over the years, I had the Lews Light and a few other. Yes, I said it right, Lews. If it's good enough for KVD, it's good enough for me, right? Well, and Greg Hackney, Hack Attack, I'm going to call this the Tiger Attack, because I'm going to start getting some Lews reels, and I'm going to try the combos out. You know, this is a channel where we try stuff. We're cheap and easy bonsai. You know, I've tried the cheap AliExpress stuff. So we're going to jump in and get some combos. Guess what? I picked up a combo. Bass Pro Shops. Looked good. Mach Pro. You guys heard of it? Real actually looks good. Probably real cheap feeling. It's kind of plasticky, I think. The rod doesn't feel bad. 7'2". I don't really like 7'2", but we're going to give this rod and reel combo a shot. I'm going to get the Hack Attack 7-foot combo. The carbon fire. Does that sound right? Rod and reel from Dick's. Then I'm going to get the Hack Attacks coming from Academy, the Carbon Fire from Dick's. We're just going to get some different combos, and I'm going to order some high-end Lews reels. And I'm not sure if I'm going to order high-end Lews rods, because I'll be honest, I don't like Lews rods as of right now. I tried to like the ones from Bass Pro Shops. I went in there, checked them, and they're just, you know. So anyway, let's jump down here, and we'll talk more, but I'm going to jump down here and show you guys what I got. Hopefully you can see. Now this is an expensive combo in sorts of, as far as combos go. $179 upside down. You guys see that? Look at that. So about 185 bucks, and you get, yeah, I know it's built Ford tough, right? I didn't put these formats in there. They're already in there, but Fords are built pretty tough. But we picked up the Mach Pro. I'm not sure if only Bass Pro has them. It's kind of weird, but Lews tend to, certain stores have certain styles of combos. So anyway, let's jump right to the unboxing. And thankfully, this thing hasn't skipped a beat. But hopefully we can get this done. So I picked up pretty much everything. Let me try to find some better lighting. I guess we got the best lighting that you can get. Firetiger at Bass Pro Shops. That's Strike King's little mini king spinnerbait in an 1/8 ounce. That's going to be good. Can you guys see that? I know camera sucks. It's a cheap camera phone. Let me get a better one. Oh, let's get these out of the way. I bought another pack of these, and they work good, but you only get 5, and they're $4, so they're not far from being $1 a piece, and no longer than they last. I'm hoping to find something better. I think I'd had a pack of these before, and you guys know I'm a Z-Man fan. Turbo Crawls and Pearl. I'm going to try to see if I can get these to work for me, since they'll stay on. Alright, back to the Firetiger. I got the Cordell. Now, Charles already said that he's tried this one. It don't work as well as the Chartreuse one. But that one, I just like that. That's got a good paint job on it. 1/4 ounce. We're going to try it. Now, I picked up a bunch of these. Kind of for the heads, and, you know, that color should work. But they have these for like $1. These are $1.79. If they've got the little spinnerbait adapter on them, and the ones without are like $1.50. Size doesn't matter. They come from like half ounce up to, I believe it was a quarter, or actually they go to an eighth. I think they go real light. So I bought several of those just so I'd have some different swim bait heads that didn't have the underspin on them too. They'll work, you know, for that. Once this tail gets jacked up, you can still use that. And for, I mean, for $1.50, a lot of these places are selling the heads for $2 a piece or something. So those heads should work. I don't know how good the hooks are. We'll find out. But then I wanted some like grubs. I remember I'd used these in the past, Berkeley Power Bait, and I figured these will cross for crappie or bass. They're just close to that size. Crappie should hit them, and we can still catch bass. But then I wanted to. That was the biggest kind of color I could find in a trailer. They call it a 4-inch, but in all actuality, it's a little couple inch and a half, almost 2-inch bait with a tail that's about 2 inches long. So what else? But they should work. Oh yeah, there's one of the smaller ones. And the main thing I went to get, there's another small one. Now they do come in different colors. Some of them just have orange on the tail, chartreuse, or orange on the belly, chartreuse tail. Then some have a little bit orange on the belly and this one. So they have these at Bass Pro if you're looking for a Firetiger swim bait of some sort. But the main thing that here's what I went. You guys ever do that? Go to Walmart or Bass Pro and you go to get one thing and it's like $3. And you leave the store spending $250. That's what happened to me. But I got the Firetiger skirts so I could put these, and I'm going to rig a jig up too. Maybe a couple jigs, but I want to rig up another spinnerbait, another chatterbait, probably a big jig, you know, heavier, say close to half ounce, and then one of my little 1/8 to a quarter ounce jigs with this Firetiger color and give it a shot at these places I fish up closer around here. So that's the plan. Let me read some of these comments. Hang on. Landon Hayes says, hello everybody. Bonsai Guy is laughing at me. And that's it. Only so many people, but I just want to give you guys a heads up. And like I said, I'm going fishing today. Now I've got one other spinnerbait that I picked up in I think a quarter ounce. Actually, a guy up north gave it to me. That was pretty awesome. It's actually a good one too. I don't have it with me. I haven't even got the truck loaded up yet. But that'll give me a couple spinnerbaits. I'm going to rig up a couple more with the... and they do make several others, but they didn't have them in stock. Strike King also makes a cool one that has a longer tail. But I'll have a few, probably 2 or 3 spinnerbaits, a couple chatterbaits, and a couple jigs, Firetiger color. Because that's one color it fell off my radar until Charles started killing them. And I should have known better. You want the brightest color possible on most of your baits. You want the darkest color possible or most solid color. And then a few in between, like, you know, almost translucent clear, kind of the dull color, which is kind of what, even though this is a very bright color that it has like no shine to it, you kind of want that. And you want the, you know, just natural in between, but you kind of want ends of the spectrums. And I kind of thought I did with the white, you know, say if you have a chartreuse, which it's all in there. But this Firetiger has like every color. It's got chartreuse, kind of a lime, almost neon green, neon orange. You know, other than white, it's got the brightest colors you can get. And you could also, you know, if you wanted to, add a white. But white doesn't really need to be in this Firetiger. It's so bright without it. But anyway, do you guys got any other questions or comments? I'm going to load up. Whoa. Stupid camera. Anyway, I'm going fishing. So thanks for watching this video. I'm going to release a video right now on showing you just how well those Firetiger colors were working. So Charles tore me up with that. And then tomorrow I'll probably we got a crappie video from the same day. I'll turn it loose tomorrow morning. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going fishing. Bye. I shut this thing off.